Good morning and welcome to Coffee and Cosmos with Robin. My name is Robin Fritz, and today I want to talk a little bit about how we are all successful. That's a reminder all of us seem to need every week, myself included. So, thank you for joining me here today. I want to talk a little bit about this, and I want to take a couple readings for people, and we're also going to do a meditation and the crystal of the week. So, again, welcome. It's Coffee and Cosmos with Robin. My name is Robin Fritz. I am an intuitive and spiritual consultant and a certified past life regression specialist. I'm based in Seattle, Washington, and today we are having some of my favorite weather, fog. I love fog. So, welcome. Today, I want to talk about how we are all successful, and it's really true we are. And we'll talk a little bit about what that means for us. I have a great crystal to share with you. And I'm also welcoming two people to ask a quick question. We'll see how I can read my broadcast notes here today as the questions pop up. So, hi, everybody. Let's jump in with a quick meditation with the crystal Fallon. Fallon is citrine Lemurian quartz. Yeah, you can see through him. But you also, in this quick meditation, you'll be able to tap into him wherever you are in the world based on how your intuition works. So you may see pictures, you may feel his energy, hear him chat, or just know that you're connected to him and to the entire community here during this broadcast. So take your attention to the top of your head and take a deep breath and connect mind, body, and spirit here as we breathe down from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. So breathing down from the top of your head, down your face, your shoulder, your chest, your hips, your knees, and your feet. The top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Just feel the cares of the day wash away. Feel yourself getting grounded, balanced, refreshed. And now, as you breathe out from the bottom of your feet, you're welcome to invite Fallon's healing energy in. You can even imagine it going straight to your heart, and with each beat of your heart, flooding your body with healthy healing energy. So breathing up from your feet, past your knees, your hips, your chest, your shoulders, your face, and the top of your head. So, hi, thank you all for joining us, and thanks for typing in and saying hi. I appreciate it. So today I really want to talk just a few minutes about why we are all successful. And you know, the funny thing is, the more I started thinking about it, the more I realized, thank you, Rita, the more I realized that the world around us, there are people who keep trying to make us believe that we aren't successful, that somehow we don't measure up. But in fact, we all do. And one of the reasons I know that we do is that we can come together in this community each week to share. And the mind, body, spirit sharing that we do in this community goes out into the world. But I was reminded of the idea of success in the last week when I read about an alumni of my undergraduate university. I'm so glad, Bridget. So a man who came from overseas to go to school here in Seattle years and years ago, rose up through the ranks at work and became a very successful executive. And he gave back. He helped the university fund several major programs, including scholarships. And his comment was, when we are successful, we must remember how we became successful. And I thought, wow, you know, that's really true. This person has maintained his humility throughout his career, but he's also given back. And it was also a reminder to me that even when obstacles are thrown in our path, and believe me, I have obstacles thrown in my path every single week, we still need to remember to love ourselves first. That learning to love ourselves, no matter the setbacks, means that we are successful, because it means that we are achieving the number one thing that we came here in our bodies to do, and that is to grow our souls. And growing our souls means learning to love ourselves no matter what. And I know it's tough to hear when we're struggling with a job or we're struggling to make money or anything, losing a loved one, and we're grieving when we make a mistake. But we get back up and we try again. And sometimes when we make a mistake and that success that we were thinking of doesn't occur, what happens is that something even better happens. And I know that happened for me just this last week in a project I was doing. It was like, yes, hi, Ray, thanks. Yes, and wherever people are in the world, it's a different time of day, right? A reminder to me that if we do our best, no matter what, that means we're successful. And don't let anyone take that away from you, because that is your power. And your power is everything. So somebody will say, well, I don't like what you did, or I don't like this, or I don't like that, or you live in the wrong country for me, or the wrong state, or whatever. That's their problem. It isn't ours. But we can take what we hear from people and turn it around and find a way to achieve even more on our own for who we are. So this gentleman who made a big contribution to our university was doing it out of his abundance, so to speak. But there's another case of that. Our abundance and our success isn't just measured in money, it's measured in how we think about things. So I was doing a house clearing for this wonderful woman in California a few weeks ago. And she has arthritis in her hands. And she was grieving the loss of her husband. And one of the things she turned to make herself pick herself up and keep moving forward and keep finding the greatness in every day was to crochet Afghans, or little lap blankets. And as I was chatting with her about it in a follow-up to the work that we did together, she said, would you like one of my blankets? And I'm like, oh my God, really? It's like Christmas in October. Thank you so much. And here it is, people. So I just want to share this beautiful symbol of real success for this woman. This tremendous artwork that I couldn't possibly do is a matter-of-fact thing to her. It's her success, and it was my great success to receive it. So sometimes what looks like success is really different. It's being able to really appreciate other people for who they are and what they do, right? And that is awesome. So if anyone has a thank you, Tango, is that how you say your name? I love that. That's cool. Once again, I'm willing to take a couple quick questions for intuitive insight if you're interested. I'm also going to talk about a crystal of the week and what's coming up. But I just really wanted to share that with you today. The world tends to think of success in terms of gigantic buildings or signing world peace treaties, but in fact, success begins at home and in our neighborhoods. And thank you, Ray. And so I hope you take this out with you today and think of all the ways that you are successful. I had a disappointment a few weeks ago, and then I realized that that was a good thing, because it made me think about a different way of doing what I was doing. And now I'm all excited about the projects I have coming up. So I guess I'm living proof that we need to keep reinventing ourselves and our idea of who and what we are in the world. But it needs to start from that fundamental place. We are souls and bodies, and every incarnation is an opportunity to grow our souls. And when we do that, that growth spreads out in the world. So don't despair about how dark you think the world looks right now or next week or next month, because you're in it and you matter. So I want to share this crystal here with you today. I've never shared this crystal before, and I particularly love it. I'm not sure how available it is anymore. This is Creedite. It's an orange crystal. My sweet little piece needs a bath, I think. I should have thought about that before we went on air. But it is a orange. Well, this is an orange creedite. It does come in different colors. I've only ever seen orange. Very, very sharp. You're not going to carry this around in your pocket by any means. But the reason I chose creedite today is that creedite is great for creativity. It's a powerful crystal for third eye and crown chakras. So it's inspiration. It's helping us tap our intuition, and it's really helping us tap into our best self, which is mind, body, and spirit, highly tuned to continue to grow no matter what. So creedite helps us follow through to be our best, especially at work. So it promotes workplace connections and career success as well as creative vision. So whatever you're thinking of creatively, like the gentleman who endowed a scholarship, or my beautiful client who crocheted this Afghan for me, think of using creedite. See if you can find a small piece of it. Of course, there are many other crystals that do similar things, but I particularly love this piece, and I take very good care of it because it is sharp and you have to be careful touching it and can be a little brittle. So Bridget, you're at a crossroad. Do I push for a move toward family in a new region with my kids? Bridget, really quickly, I don't see you moving. I see your family being you in your mind, body, spirit, and it doesn't matter where you are. If you're feeling a need for connections, stop and think about what that actually looks like, how you can maybe get that in the area that you live in. But I'm looking at, well, it's fine for you to go ahead and move. I think what you're looking at is being comfortable in yourself with your kids. And you are a great mom, and work at liking yourself better and trusting your instincts. That's what I'm getting for you. I hope that helps. Let me know. You can always contact me here at Facebook at The Practical Intuitive, Robin M. Fritz. Ray, I'm glad I helped you today. Thank you for joining me. And Bridget, I'm just looking at your question again. I honestly think your family is complete where you are. If you need that physical support of other family around you, that's a decision for you to make. And I don't think it's going to go badly either way. The important part of my immediate response to you is to trust yourself, that you are good and complete and you can handle this, whatever the situation is. But, it's always great to have family around us too. So know that you are enough and that you are successful in doing exactly what you're doing right now, being the mom. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. Today's broadcast is short. I'm recovering from a cold. And it's like, oh, gosh, but I did want to share with you how lucky I feel that a client would gift me with something that she made from her hands, and reminding me that success comes in so many different ways. Bridget, you are welcome. Thank you for joining us. Kim, thank you for joining us today. So I want to thank you all for joining us. Helen, yes. You need lots of rest and you need some good supplements. I would recommend a medical intuitive. You can contact me privately. I'll have a recommendation for you here. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you all. Humanity Healing has created this space for us to join together. So you can help us by liking the Humanity Healing page, the Om Times community page, and my Facebook page, The Practical Intuitive. Ray, thank you so much. Ray, thank you. I'm glad you joined us. And Ray was my dad's name, so I always love meeting another Ray. So thank you for joining us today. So like those pages, like my Practical Intuitive page, you can join me on my radio show every Monday at omtimes.com radio. My podcast is at 2 Pacific time on Monday afternoons. It's the Practical Intuitive Mind, Body, Spirit for the Real World. Today's show was pre-recorded, and it's an awesome story of a grandfather who lost a grandchild to brain cancer and what he did next. So in a sense, today's broadcast is about their success. They lost a beloved child, but they're out there trying to help save other children with life-threatening diseases through Bridge to a Cure Foundation. So, and he's also an author writing children's books to support children and siblings going through crises like that. So you can also reach me at my website, robynfritz.com. That's ROBYNFRITZ.com. It's in the comments here. I offer personal and business intuition, mediumship, animal communication, space clearing, and of course, past life and between life regression, spiritual awakening and spiritual journeys, and soul progression clearing. A method of just clearing out things that are blocking us and filling us up with healthy energy. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. It is my great honor and privilege to be here with you each week. And I want you to go about the week as I'm going to go about thinking of all the ways that each of us are successful and how that success helps us grow our souls. And no matter how dark the world looks, it gets brighter because each one of us is out there doing our best to be our best at all times. When you fall down, that's just another way of picking yourself back up and finding a different way of going about things. So to ground you back into your body, this healing with the goddess is crossing your hands on your heart, breathing in healthy, positive energy. As you blow into the palms of your hands, just imagine that breath as healing energy, and then cross your palms back onto your heart. You'll immediately feel that lightheadedness of connection with Fallon, being grounded back into your body. Have a great week, everyone. I will see you next week. If you have any questions or comments, you can email me at my website. You can catch me on Facebook. Any subjects you want me to cover in the future with you, let me know. I'm here for you. Thank you. Take care, and we'll see you next week.